If you're over 60, you've probably been told more than once that oatmeal is one of the healthiest breakfasts you can eat. And yes, oats are full of fiber, good for your heart, and can help keep your digestion regular. But here's something many people don't realize: some very common habits can quietly turn this healthy food into something that's not so good for you. In fact, a few small mistakes in the way you store, cook, or sweeten your oatmeal could slowly be adding to health problems like inflammation, digestive troubles, or even raising risks for more serious issues over time. That's why in today's talk, I want to walk you through 7 specific oatmeal mistakes that many older adults make without realizing it. I'm not here to scare you, but to help you protect your health so you can keep enjoying oatmeal in a way that truly benefits your body. You don't need to stop eating it, you just need to make a few smart changes that will keep it safe, nourishing, and supportive of your long-term well-being. Before we start, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Just drop your state or city in the comments below. And if you have any natural health tips of your own, feel free to share those too. Someone else might really benefit from hearing what's worked for you. Mistake number 1: reheating leftover oatmeal. A lot of people think there's nothing wrong with making a big pot of oatmeal and then reheating it the next day. It feels practical, you save time, you save effort, and you still believe you're getting the same healthy breakfast. But the truth is, reheating oatmeal, especially if it's been sitting in the fridge for too long or left out on the counter for a while, can create some hidden problems that your body may not handle as well now as it did years ago. When oatmeal sits for hours, especially if you've made it with milk, cream, or even a bit of sugar, it becomes a perfect place for bacteria to grow. Even if you store it in the refrigerator, over time the quality of the food changes. Natural fats and sugars in the oatmeal can start to break down, and the texture isn't the only thing that's affected, chemical changes happen too. One of those changes is the formation of harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These can form when you reheat food, especially at high temperatures in the microwave. For older adults, AGEs are a bigger concern because they can trigger inflammation, increase stress on your cells, and over time may raise the risk of problems like heart disease, diabetes, and memory decline. It might sound a bit technical, but here's the simple truth: your body at 65, 70, or 80 doesn't recover from constant low-grade inflammation as easily as it once did. So something as routine as reheating old oatmeal can quietly add to the problem without you noticing. Maybe you felt more bloated lately, had some stomach discomfort, or just felt low on energy in the mornings without knowing why. If you want to avoid this risk, the safest approach is to make only what you'll eat in one sitting. If you absolutely need to store it, put it in an airtight container and refrigerate it right away. When it's time to eat, warm it gently on the stove over low heat instead of blasting it in the microwave. Or, skip reheating altogether. Overnight oats made in the fridge are a delicious, safe, and nutrient-friendly alternative. Mistake number 2: overloading oatmeal with sugar. Oatmeal on its own has a mild, plain taste, so it's natural to want to sweeten it up a little. A drizzle of honey, a spoonful of brown sugar, or a splash of maple syrup can make it feel like a warm, comforting treat. The problem is, many older adults don't realize just how quickly those sweet add-ons can turn a healthy breakfast into something closer to dessert. And at our age, too much sugar can have a much bigger impact on the body than it did years ago. Here's why: oatmeal already contains complex carbohydrates that break down into natural sugars during digestion. That's fine, it gives you steady energy. But when you add a lot of extra sugar on top, your blood sugar can spike much higher, much faster. This forces your pancreas to pump out more insulin, which can put strain on your system. Over time, these repeated spikes can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where your body stops responding properly to insulin, paving the way for type 2 diabetes. And that's not the only concern. High sugar intake is linked to chronic inflammation, damage to blood vessels, and even increased risk for certain cancers, especially in older adults whose cells are more sensitive to damage. You might not notice the harm right away. It could show up as feeling tired by mid-morning, brain fog, or even constant hunger despite having just eaten. If you want your oatmeal to be good for your heart, digestion, and blood sugar, try cutting back on processed sweeteners. Fresh fruit is your best friend. Berries, apples, pears, or bananas will sweeten naturally while adding fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Spices like cinnamon, nutmeg, or vanilla can give flavor without raising blood sugar. And if you still want a little extra sweetness, keep it small, just a teaspoon of honey or maple syrup, ideally paired with protein-rich toppings like nuts or Greek yogurt to slow down sugar absorption. Mistake number 3, cooking oatmeal at excessively high temperatures. Many people want their breakfast ready as quickly as possible, so they crank up the stove heat or set the microwave to full power. It feels like you're saving time, but cooking oatmeal too hot and too fast can quietly take away some of its health benefits and even create compounds that aren't good for you, especially as you get older. When oats are exposed to very high heat, a chemical change called the Maillard reaction can happen. It's the same process that browns bread or gives roasted coffee its flavor. While that might sound tasty, in oatmeal it can also lead to the creation of advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These are harmful molecules that, when eaten regularly, can contribute to inflammation, stiffen joints, and speed up skin aging. They've also been linked to heart disease, diabetes, and other chronic conditions. For older adults, whose bodies already have a harder time fighting inflammation, AGEs are something to avoid as much as possible. High heat can also damage some of the nutrients in oats, like certain antioxidants and delicate compounds that help lower cholesterol. So even if your oatmeal looks fine, it might not be giving you the same health boost if it's been blasted with heat. If you want to protect your oats and your health, cook them gently. On the stove, keep the heat at low to medium and use enough liquid, about 2 cups of water or milk for every cup of rolled oats. For steel-cut oats, use a little more liquid and a longer cooking time. Stir occasionally so they cook evenly without sticking. If you use a microwave, lower the power setting to around 50 to 70% and cook for a bit longer, stirring every 30 to 60 seconds. Mistake number 4, sweetening oatmeal with artificial sweeteners. Many older adults turn to artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, or saccharin because they want to cut down on sugar, manage weight, or keep blood sugar in check. On the surface, it seems like a smart choice: 0 calories, no sugar spike. But what most people don't realize is that these sweeteners can have hidden effects on the body, and for those over 60, those effects can quietly add up over time. Artificial sweeteners don't provide any nutrients, no vitamins, no minerals, nothing your body can actually use for health. More importantly, research shows they can disrupt the balance of your gut microbiome, the good bacteria in your digestive system that help with digestion, support your immune system, and even influence your mood. When the gut bacteria balance gets disturbed, it can lead to a condition called dysbiosis, which is linked to chronic inflammation. And as we age, inflammation is a major driver of health issues like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and even certain cancers. Another thing to keep in mind is that when artificial sweeteners are mixed into hot oatmeal or come into contact with stomach acid, they can break down into byproducts your body doesn't handle well. These byproducts may not cause immediate symptoms, but over years, they can contribute to fatigue, digestive problems, and other long-term health concerns without you realizing the source. If you want to keep your oatmeal both tasty and healthy, the safest way to sweeten it is naturally. Fresh or frozen berries, banana slices, or chopped apples not only give sweetness but also add vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. If you prefer something liquid, a small drizzle of pure honey or maple syrup, no more than a teaspoon or 2, is fine. Spices like cinnamon, nutmeg, or cardamom can also give a wonderful flavor boost without any added sugar at all. Mistake #5, using flavored instant oatmeal packets. Many people choose flavored instant oatmeal because it's quick, easy, and tastes good right out of the packet. You just tear it open, add hot water, and breakfast is ready in minutes. But while the convenience is tempting, those little packets can be hiding ingredients that work against your health, especially after 60. Most flavored instant oatmeal is loaded with added sugar, artificial flavors, and preservatives. Some packets have as much sugar as a dessert, which means you're starting your day with a blood sugar spike that can leave you tired, hungry, and craving more sweets later. For older adults, those repeated sugar spikes are not just about energy crashes, they also raise the risk for insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and inflammation throughout the body. Another issue is that instant oats are much more processed than rolled or steel-cut oats. They've been cut thinner and pre-cooked before drying, which makes them cook faster but also causes your body to digest them more quickly. That means you get less steady energy and feel hungry sooner. Plus, because they're processed at high heat during manufacturing, some of the delicate nutrients in oats, like certain antioxidants, are lost before you even open the packet. If you want to keep your oatmeal quick but healthy, skip the flavored packets and choose plain rolled oats or quick oats without added sugar or flavors. You can still make it in just a few minutes, and you control exactly what goes in. By adding your own fruit, spices, and a small amount of natural sweetener if needed, you get all the benefits of oats without the hidden downsides. Mistake number 6, skipping protein or healthy fats in your oatmeal. A lot of older adults think oatmeal on its own is enough for a balanced breakfast. And while oats are a great source of fiber and healthy carbs, they're missing one important thing: enough protein and healthy fats to keep your blood sugar steady and your energy lasting through the morning. When you eat a bowl of plain oatmeal, especially if it's sweetened, your body digests it fairly quickly. This can lead to a blood sugar spike followed by a mid-morning crash, leaving you feeling tired, hungry, and reaching for snacks you might not need. Over time, that daily spike and crash pattern can make it harder to manage weight, keep blood sugar in a healthy range, and maintain muscle mass, which is especially important after 60 to support strength, balance, and independence. Protein also plays a key role in keeping your muscles strong, supporting your immune system, and helping your body repair itself. Healthy fats, like those from nuts or seeds, provide steady energy, support brain health, and help you absorb certain vitamins. Without them, your oatmeal is missing a big part of what makes a meal truly nourishing. To fix this, think of your oatmeal as the base, not the whole meal. Add a good source of protein like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a scoop of protein powder. Include healthy fats like almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, or flax seeds. Even a tablespoon of peanut or almond butter can make a big difference in both flavor and nutrition. These additions won't take away the comforting taste of oatmeal, they'll make it a stronger ally for your health. By making sure your oatmeal has protein, healthy fats, and fiber, you turn it from a quick carb-heavy breakfast into a balanced, satisfying meal that supports steady energy, better muscle health, and long-term well-being. Mistake number 7, eating oatmeal without enough hydration. Oats are high in soluble fiber, especially beta-glucan, which is one of the reasons they're so good for heart and digestive health. But fiber needs water to do its job properly. Without enough fluids, oatmeal can actually slow down digestion instead of helping it, leading to constipation, bloating, or discomfort, issues that become more common after 60. Many older adults already struggle with low daily water intake because thirst signals get weaker with age. Starting the day with a fiber-rich food like oatmeal but not following it up with enough liquids can leave the digestive system working harder than it needs to. Over time, this can also increase the risk of dehydration, which can affect energy levels, brain function, and even heart health. I remember a woman in her late 60s who had oatmeal every morning for its fiber benefits, but she still complained of constipation and feeling heavy afterward. Her doctor discovered she was only drinking half a cup of coffee with breakfast and barely any water until lunchtime. Once she made a habit of drinking a full glass of water before breakfast and another glass afterward, her digestion improved and she felt lighter and more energized. The fix is simple: pair your oatmeal with hydration. Drink at least 1 glass of water before or during breakfast, and add hydrating toppings like fresh fruit, berries, melon, orange slices, or cook your oats with extra liquid so they're softer and easier to digest. Herbal teas or warm lemon water in the morning can also help you start the day well hydrated. By making hydration part of your oatmeal routine, you'll not only get the full digestive benefits of fiber, you'll also support your heart, brain, and overall energy throughout the day. Oatmeal can still be one of the best breakfasts you can eat after 60, but only if you prepare it in a way that truly supports your health. The 4 mistakes we've talked about today might seem small, but over time, they can make a real difference in how you feel, how your body functions, and even in protecting yourself from bigger health issues down the road. It's not about giving up oatmeal. It's about making it work for you, not against you. That means eating it fresh instead of reheating old batches, keeping added sugar to a minimum, cooking it gently instead of blasting it with high heat, and choosing natural ways to sweeten instead of turning to artificial sweeteners. These are simple, doable changes, and the best part is, they often make your oatmeal taste better too. Your health at this stage of life is shaped by small, daily choices. By adjusting how you prepare something as ordinary as breakfast, you can reduce inflammation, protect your digestion, support steady energy, and make sure your morning meal is helping you stay active and strong. Now I'd love to hear from you. Out of the 4 mistakes we covered today, which one surprised you the most? Just type the number of the mistake in the comments below. Your answer might help someone else make a change that benefits their health too. And remember, every small